Welcome back. This is Jack. How's it going? Hope y'all doing okay. We got Doom. This is the 2016 Doom, not Doom Eternal. I've got that too on here. It was on sale for a lot, like $6 or something like that. I was like, you know what? I've played this before on my console, but I need it. I need it on my PC. So what I did was, I got it for my PC. There's actually a Doom pack that's actually a pretty good deal. Like you get all the Doom stuff, like every game of Doom. And I don't know its actual price because I own most of it, so it was giving me the reduced price. But it looks pretty good. I would recommend it. It's on Steam. Heads up on that. Oh, we'll go over some more cool deals that I've been noticing. I want to rip and tear. So I figured this would be a good, hey, let's get in the groove of things before we talk about stuff. I need to shave or trim my mustache a bit. This is actually bothering me, like especially now that I can get a good look at it. And since I moved my camera, I do need to adjust that lighting. So give me a second. Y'all seeing all the technical stuff. Let's see here. Hang on. That's actually a lot better, like already. Yeah. Although I could probably turn that around and have it bounce off the wall back at me. Let's see. That ought to do the trick. Because you have the warm light and dark light. What happened? There we go. Okay, cool. Alright. I already started a save. I just did the first map. And I'm not redoing it. It's not that it's bad or anything. I just don't want to. So. I do have a Let's Play on this channel of me playing both Dooms. I did Doom 1 and Doom 2. Doom and Doom Eternal. I was going to do a Let's Play of Doom 3 at one point. But I couldn't. It's not that it's a bad game, I just didn't want to. Not to mention, I think I was having some technical issues with it. I don't know why. If I were to play it again, it would probably end up being a Let's Play of the VR version, because there is a VR mod for it, and it's really cool. But that won't be for like a couple months when I have the space for it. Let's
Hello,
down.
I am Vega, the
Hi, Vega.
sentient intelligence assigned to Mars. After running diagnostics on the Praetor suit, it appears that I can activate optional challenges that, when completed, will assist in upgrading your arsenal at an accelerated pace. I have added a tracking component to your dossier.
Like, are we not going to talk about how Vega was inside his suit already? Vega's an actually very interesting character. Like, legitimately an interesting character. So, real fast. One of the requirements for me doing these games, they have to pause or have contained missions. They can't be just like, I can't do Elden Ring and do this, because then I'll just keep getting stuck in a loop of wanting to stop and talk to you guys and then not. Hang on, I'm looking at my monitor and something doesn't look right. Let me look at the... Okay, so it's just the monitor I use. Okay. The live chat thing was blocking me. All right. Let's see here. If I do it this way, is that gonna work better? Okay, that's worlds better. All right, cool. No, because I have my phone up as a form of monitor, so I can see what you guys see, and yeah. Sorry, I gotta pull back OBS up just so I can keep an eye on my sound waves. Pull the mic a little closer. There we go. All right, cool. Because I'm trying to keep it away from the speaker. I really would like to get a shotgun mic.
Offline. All entrances non-operational.
But no, I got some treats for y'all today. Like, y'all gonna get to see some content, like one-of-a-kind content that you can't see anywhere else anymore. I'm not gonna give spoilers on what it is, but it is actually vaguely embarrassing to me. I got a few serious things I'd like to talk about. Can I just break into here? Okay, cool. That's what I thought. How strong is Doom Guy? He's as strong as the story allows him to be. Like, Doom Guy's strength, like, varies a lot throughout the series. Like, in some games, his durability doesn't. His durability is yes. Oh, that got him in one shot. Cool. I don't know why I didn't flip over to the... Oh, yeah, because I was low on shotgun shells. Reset power. Resetting power.
Main power online.
Nah, but this game is great.
I believe in honesty,
I love this game.
especially now. And what will be your final moments in this world?
Move my coffee where it's easier to access.
The human sacrifices, the hell portal, the demons.
I might test out to see if my green screen might work better, because
My sisters and brothers, be thankful. You will be the first.
there's a program that's built into OBS now. If you have a NVIDIA graphics card, which I do, you can,
Create for us,
I should probably let her talk.
starting now.
Like, I do have some sympathy for her. Not that she betrayed humanity for the devils and stuff like that. She was basically, like, dying of cancer, and, like, her whole body was redone just to prevent her from dying. But anyway. What was I saying? I lost track. I need to make that a shirt. What was I saying? Oh, it'll come back to me at some point. Okay, this is working now, so I now have a copy of the map.
I believe in honesty.
I could go down there. Alright, I can't go that way.
Moments in
Bullsies? I guess I gotta go down. Alright.
the human
Why is it?
sacrifice.
It's giving me another destination over here. Was there another, like, way out of this room? I guess I'm just crazy. No, but Doom's good. I like Doom games.
My sisters and brothers, be thankful.
I don't feel like wasting ammo on... Like, I don't think people have given Doom Eternal and Doom enough appreciation for how amazing it is. So, oh yeah, I now remember what I was talking about earlier. I'll get to it.
I believe in honesty, especially will be your final.
I'd be very tempted to see if I could do a whole playthrough just using the pistol. But no, like, there's just so much hidden mechanics in this game that just make it just this bloodfest of a game. That's great. But first, let me get back to what I was talking about originally. So you see that I don't have my background around me, and my chair disappears all the time. And that's because NVIDIA partnered... NVIDIA had created a program that allows it just like it detects what the human is and cuts them out. No green screen needed. XCAM had something similar for a while, and but NVIDIA did their own version. And then OBS has it built into it. As long as you have a NVIDIA graphics card, you can use it. The problem is like I don't like how inconsistent it is. Like, you'll see it get really choppy sometimes, especially if I'm actually moving. And as you know, when I'm talking, I like to shake my hands and move my hands a lot. I go full Muppet mode sometimes. So I might see if I can use my green screen, because it's right there. It's actually just closed up, and it's like right over to my shoulder. I could just lay it out and pull it up, and I'd have to adjust the camera to get it right, but we'll see. I don't know. Like, there's like a 50-50 shot on whether or not I'll try it, but you might not even see it on stream. Just because, like, green screens require a weird set of lighting. And OBS is generally pretty good with its chroma key. Anyway, like, one thing I am respecting the program, like, it doesn't always, but it actually is editing out the space behind my glasses right here, and that's actually kind of cool.
In this world, the human sacrifices,
Yay, I have armor!
the demons. It's
So, like, one of the hidden mechanics this game has to keep you just playing, Doom Eternal's got it better, but it keeps track of, like, how you're doing ammo-wise, so that it can feed you ammo from, like, drops and stuff, so that you can just keep going. But that's only the start. That's literally only the start. That last little nudge of health is actually more health than the rest of your health bar. Hey, Cool Walker. I kind of guessed it was you here. Hope you're doing all right. What's that game I'm seeing you play on?
Presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown.
I'm doing all right. I'm sore as hell right now because I pushed myself a little harder than I should have with some new workouts. And plus my first jog in a long time yesterday, that almost killed me. Okay, good. I got what I wanted out of the deal. I have grenades, and I don't think I've ever used them. But yeah, I'm sore as hell from like my me pushing myself on my workout. What is the grenade button? Because it was like I was trying to use a controller at the time. So what is it? Key bindings. Grenade is. I might have to change what it is. I will definitely be changing that the melee thing to that and that. There we go. That'll probably be better. Yay, that's grenade. But if you also notice, there is no reload in this game. You don't have to stop and reload your shotgun or anything like that. It's just, hey, keep shooting. And that's actually kind of a big deal. Because it allows you to just keep rampaging when a lot of other games would make you have to stop and hide and cover for a little bit just as you quickly reload. And that I feel that is just purely the essence of what a Doom game is. It's just rip and tear. Like when they were making this game, they remembered their roots. Because Doom 3, like as much crap as it gets, and I do respect it for what it is.
Here at the UAC, we provide nurturing workforce, and each year we harvest only the best
For what it is, because it's supposed to be Doom Guy before he's Doom Guy.
to become more than you ever dreamed you could be. Talk to your supervisor to see if
Use
you
G.
meet the requirements for this year's soul harvest.
Yep, and this is how I get ammo. This is another part of it right here. Is the random like using the chainsaw to get ammo. Oh, you're out of ammo? Well, that's too bad. Too bad we don't have like. I wonder what executing him will do. Oh, it still blew up on me. That was dumb. Oh shit! Like he came up behind me and it really hurt. Oh, I died. I died. Load from last checkpoint. I hope that's like back at the chainsaw. I was futzing around too much. But when I get done with this mission, I will, which I don't know how long it's going to take me. When I get done with this mission, I am going to... Okay, it was just outside the shotgun room. All right.
Here at the UAC, we take pride in nurturing.
Oh, but I do have the chainsaw.
And each year we harvest only the best of the best. Are you ready to move on? To take on new challenges? To become more than you
Who is hitting me and just, like, killing my health? Probably that guy. He's dead now. Yellow key card access required.
Yellow security clearance required. Access denied. Yellow security clearance required.
I forgot I have an alternate shotgun firing mode. I want to get in there. Oh, because I haven't used my chainsaw yet. I can't pick up that. Oh, this is just an elevator. Okay. I thought I had to do some like weird jumping. But yeah. Well, that was dumb. I don't know how to crouch. It was apparently C, by the way. I don't like the fact that that could actually kill Doom Guy. Like, the dude survived, like, crashing into a planet. Why does, like, a shipping container touching him kill him? God damn it. I gotta push my way back through this.
Here at the UAC, we take
Access denied. Yellow security clearance required.
I'm stuck on a fucking ledge right there for a second. I'm here, boo. What you shooting at? Oh, that's a new one. I don't think I've ever seen that kill. Shit, what's my chainsaw? Like, I actually need to remember that. G. Okay, that's what I thought it was. There, I now have shotgun ammo again. Yay! Actually, wait. Okay, it's not any ammo. Got it. Got my chainsaw fuel back. Come back down. All right. There, now full on ammo. To be honest, the only reason I used the chainsaw back there was actually just so I had it spent. I could just drop down there. Is there anything over that way? There's health, which I do need. So let me wait for that next cart to go through, and I'll just pick up that health real fast. There. Wasn't much, but it's something. Is there any reason for me not to just jump down? No. I'm just sitting there punching them. I forgot like how squishy they actually are. Those guys' job is literally just to be ammo containers. I don't remember how long this mission is.
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
Wondering if I need to play like some rage games for the hell of it. Like, getting over it with Bennett Foddy would probably be a good example of a good rage game to play.
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
I wish I had used him for food. That'll do the trick. This is gonna be bad. Oh, there's more health here. Cool. You won't? You do, you man? I missed what that was in relation to. Like, it was probably something I said, and I can't remember what it is, because my brain be broken. Oh, I wouldn't, in regards to me playing rage games. Like, I feel like that would be a good game if I was, like, going to do charity things, because watching people rage would be funny. At least it's funny to some people. Or if I'm, like, doing it, like, for a subathon or something like that, but that really only works on Twitch, to be honest. Yeah. I do need to do like the Cuphead DLC at some point. Just purely because I've done the Cuphead game itself. and I feel I need to knock out the Cuphead DLC. I hear it's got like one of the most difficult bosses.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Like really odd, like how far that zombie like wandered on its own. No, one of them smart elevators see me get in and it's like, I'm gonna move. I like how my torso disappears. One of the other things I've semi-decided to do, like I haven't actually decided, but I've semi-decided to do, is... Okay, I'd rather save you until I get the... Okay, I guess we're gonna have the explosive shot. Is I'm not gonna wear... I'm gonna avoid wearing my tank tops on stream for, like, 3 months. So when I go to, at the end of my, when I, because I got a thing I'm going to be doing, which is, like, I'm going to phrase it, push myself. Like, I'm going to take 3 months of just, like, it's not going to be a lifestyle I can maintain, but, like, really push myself for working out and eating healthy for 3 months. Because I'm curious if, what the end results would be if I could maintain it. And it's just going to be for 3 months. Which means I probably won't be eating a lot of the junk foods I like. Or at least I'll try my best to avoid them. You know, eating really, really good and working out and all that good stuff.
Access granted.
And once again... Oh, that's what R does. Okay. We're going to do explosive shot. I was actually wondering how you switch... Oh, and here's the gun I wanted. Actually, I want the supersonic gun, but it's not in this. I haven't gotten it yet.
Your loyalty is more than just a commitment to the UAC. It's a commitment to the future of mankind. Thank you for your service.
I don't need that yet, so I'm not going to use it. Open airlock. Now, I wonder how much of Doomguy's durability is his armor versus just it's Doomguy. But then again, no matter how good your armor is, there comes a point where your durability from the concussive hits would still mess with you. Oh. Where'd he go? I'm trying to punch you guys. Come back here. Like, notice they are actively running from me right now. I do like in lore, in straight lore, Doomguy doesn't use guns because he needs them. Like, more often than not, he uses the guns to make it fair. Maybe with the exception of the super shotgun. Because, like, when he goes full rip and tear mode, he just uses his bare fist to rip everything apart. Yeah, but once this mission's over, I'll be going over to talking about a few things. A couple things in the news. And I got a treat for everybody. Y'all gonna get a good laugh out of this. Y'all gonna enjoy it. But it's once I finish this mission. For the record, that wouldn't work because those things require the hand to be warm, as in like still alive. It's not a pressure thing.
I'm blocking your access to the facility scanner. Come to the Vega terminal, and I'll give you what you need.
Like, the balls on Hayden. Like, I know he's a robot and doesn't have them, but the balls to, like, go to Doom Guy. I'm stopping you from ripping and tearing right now. Like, how many people can do that to him and live? Fair point. But yeah, also, like, as I was saying, the, in regards to, like, me just going all out with the, health and fitness and working out for 3 months, that's part of the reason why I'll be not wearing my tank tops on stream or minimize it, because I'm also not doing selfies for the same amount of time, so that I can do a big reveal at the end of it. And since I don't generally celebrate holidays, I don't have to worry about, like, oh, you're missing out on all the holiday food. Like, dude, my Christmas, or not my Christmas, my Thanksgiving meal was, well, that's not what I meant to do. Was, what's the word I'm looking for? Hamburger helper, that's what it was. Like, I couldn't remember that word. Go back to my shotgun for a little bit. Something I forget all the damn time about Doom is that the super shotgun wasn't in Doom 1. Like, I honestly forget that all the damn time. I went to play Doom 1 and I'm like, oh, okay, I can't wait till I get the super shotgun. Yeah, it's not in that, it's not in the game. Will this work on him? Yeah, it will. I really didn't need to use that on them, but I wanted to. It felt right. Yeah, I was wondering what it was.
It's a gift. Take it. It will give you strength, help you on your journey, if you can withstand the power surge.
Let's do ammo.
That is pure Argent energy you've just taken into your system. It seems to agree with you. I will unlock the remaining Argent cells within the facility for you. Vega, give him what he wants.
61,337 UAC members deceased. 81% of the facility is on lockdown. Demonic presence through the Mars installation is...
Yeah, because like by Doom Eternal, he gets fully upgraded, or he gets re-upgraded because he loses it at the end of this one.
Wave was activated, transforming 64% of all UAC employees into the creatures you see roaming throughout the facility. The rest were killed by the demons released from their holding cells by Olivia Pierce.
I feel I should apologize for what's happened here. Some of my employees took things too far. Olivia was the cause of all this, and I believe you will have to deal with her in time.
Yeah, she's the final boss.
You may not agree with our research, but know this. We exploited Hell and its resources because it was in mankind's best interest to do so. What you now see in this facility is the cost of progress. But none of that matters now.
There is an emergency in the foundry. The regulators have been destroyed and the core temperatures are now destabilizing.
They've overrun the adjacent facility. If the venting turbines aren't re-engaged, neither of us will survive the meltdown.
Fun to know. Alright. This the end of the chapter? I didn't get any of the secrets. I'll have to play this again on my own. Yay, end of mission. Now I can talk about some of the things I wanted to. Alright. I think more games need the, like, save and exit to desktop. Because it really annoys the hell out of me that, like, so many of them, like, you can't. Alright. Stretch out my, especially my right leg. It's starting to hurt. Alright. I'm gonna go Big Jack mode. Alright, first I wanted to do a meme thing real fast. I wanted to discuss this one, because a couple of my friends brought it to my attention, and, like, I feel I really need to talk about it. So, there are several flaws with this. The first one is, the Weeping Angel being able to move. Weeping Angels can't move when they're being observed. Usually sight's just the easiest to maintain for the purposes of, like, a movie or a TV show. So that's the reason why it's always sight. Toph, yes, is blind, but is able to observe that Weeping Angel no matter what. And once a Weeping Angel is observed, they turn to stone. And that's why at the end you see her just bursting it apart. Or a variant of stone that's damn near unbreakable. So here's where the problem comes in at. So not only would Toph be able to observe it so it couldn't move, but on the other side of the spectrum, if she couldn't, it's like, so you've ignored that, and it's able to move up on her. One, they move faster, faster than you blink. So there is no her reacting. And two, it's not, it wouldn't be rock at that point. If it's able to move, it's not rock anymore. We just never see what a Weeping Angel looks like when it's not stone. Because by definition, we're observing it. So that's a flaw with that one. Like, it's a good comic. I think it's funny. I do feel I need to bring that up, though. And somebody insert the Goku nerd! Or Piccolo nerd! Here's another one that came across just a little bit ago I need to bring up. I just finished beating someone up, and I hate myself for it, but he kicked my cat. Here's the details. I just had a roommate coming to my house, drunk, and trying to start a fight with me. When I didn't reciprocate, he kicked my 6-week-old kitten. I proceeded to beat his ass for 30 minutes. I feel very ashamed, but I love my cat. It was multiple beatings in a 30-minute time frame. That is fully justified. That is 1,000,000% justified. Like, if that's all you did, you're nicer than me. Like, I would be going to jail. Like, you kick my fucking cat, especially when he was only 6 weeks old, you gonna fucking die. Now, I probably wouldn't go that far, to be honest, just because I don't think I have it in me to actually kill a person, but you gonna get hurt. I'm gonna put all 250 pounds of my ass into beating the shit out of you. Like, you do not hurt a cat. You don't hurt an animal in general. Like, you should not be hurting an animal. Unless you're planning on using it for food, you ain't hurting an animal. So I felt I needed to bring that one up. Because that one got me. That one got me a little annoyed. I want to bring up a cosplayer. she also is an actress at times. Like I think she did the voice acting for the mortuary assistant. I think that was her. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was her. Anyway, she looks great. Like I love she does cosplay. She's also does weightlifting and stuff. You can see her abs and all that good stuff. And she seems natural, so like more kudos on that. But I commented on this photo and I said, "You look like you are going to take over control of the Federal Bureau of Control, which is basically for the game of Control that she's Jesse Faden. That she looks like she's Jesse Faden, which is a badass thing because she's one tough bitch. So thankfully she took it as the compliment it was meant as. All right, let's see here. I don't want to go into those yet. I think I want to save those for like my second segment. Because it's like 3 separate videos, and like it is mwah. You guys are gonna love it. It's y'all gonna get a laugh out of it. I think I had some other stories I needed to talk about. But I think they're on my phone. Yeah, here they are. Here they are. So I haven't read this article, but the topic pissed me off, so I got to talk about it. Sims 4 gallery update removes all your not safe for work creations. Let's read it together. Ever since mankind figured out how to make various pigments could be smeared on a cave wall, humans have drawn, on your bathroom wall, winky shape creations appear anywhere. Yep. We are aware I've seen some selected wholly unacceptable. This is from EA. I'm hoping this. No, it's from Kotaku. That's right. We are aware and have seen some select instances of wholly unacceptable content that has been uploaded to the Sims 4 gallery. Begins the post like a disappointed principal speaking to the whole school. Our team has reviewed, made critical updates to the profanity filter to help prevent this from happening in the future. Now, okay. On review, that just means like the public version of like the mods you can get. It's going to stop it. What it is not doing is stopping you from doing it to your own, as far as I can tell. So that's okay. Like I'm not as annoyed by that as I was a second ago. Like I hadn't read the article before. I intentionally was wanting to read it with you guys. All right, I did read this one already. Overwatch 2 producer updates fan on the PvE story and the new features in development. Like we talked about this yesterday actually. How we were supposed to get a PvE story like November, like so this month, and like nothing. And they're like, yeah, it's soon. Which for Blizzard it can mean it. So they have 2 different timelines. They have very soon and soon. Soon means before the end of time. Very soon means within the next decade. Like I'm not joking. They've actually come out and said that a while back. So I'm a little disappointed in that. Like I'm okay. Like I'm actually having fun. Like you can actually see what it looks like right here. And I do like this idea that as you play through, like it's straight up a campaign, and I like that. So I am looking forward to it. Like, and also for the record, I'm fine with them delaying it. I actually am fine. Like I'm not mad at them. Like no. In reality, I'm actually just fine with it because that means they're gonna get it right, and that's what I want. Something just sorry, I got an alert that confused the hell out of me. Oh, it's just that. Okay. It's just an alert saying, "Oh, there's Black Friday sales." I know, I don't care. Well, I semi-care. But the big issues they're having, like right now, is people are disappointed with the season pass. So I'm like, okay, I get that. We're getting a new season pass, December 6th, which they said they're going to make it mobile. They also said they're going to tweak support characters to make them more fun, and I can get that because I'm not a big fan of playing support, but I'm always playing support because I play all queue and no one ever wants to play support, so I end up playing support. And then when I play any queue where I can play anything I want, no one wants to play support, so I end up just falling into that niche. And I'm not good enough at DPS to carry, so I'm decent at tank though, depending on the tank. There's that. And there's been times that I've gone on a full rampage as healer, by the way. You can ask Gothic on that one. Like last night, actually, I was playing Brigitte, and she's playing Moria, and we were the kill leaders. Like, throughout most of the match, we were the kill leaders. And it was just funny as hell. Like, I was chasing down a Genji, a Diva, and they were just running from me as I'm sitting there just wailing on their asses. I loved it. But no, like it is a good thing that they are delaying it. I am a little disappointed about the new tank. She's awesome. I'm gonna play her. But it basically goes, hey, you know all the good things about Doomfist? It's gone. So I hope they do a complete retweak and put like Doomfist back into DPS and then power him up a bit. Because he was meant to be DPS. He was always DPS, and all of his abilities are DPS. It's just he's listed as a tank because he's got more health than a normal DPS. Because like for some reason they decided that if they have 200-ish health, they have to be DPS. For some reason they decided this. So anybody who has beefy health is a tank by default. Like no, but none of his abilities are really tankish. Even his block ability, that he doesn't get temp health from it. It barely reduces damage, and its sole purpose is to charge up his punch for you. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Hey, Gothic. I actually was just talking about you a second ago. I don't know if you heard it. It was talking about me and you playing Moria and Brigitte and just chasing people around, beating the shit out of them. Alright, that was one of the stories I wanted to cover. Alright, let's see here. I think there's more, but I gotta pull up my full history. Or all the tabs on my phone. Okay, that's another one. So yeah, I've talked about Elon. You are not playing. I am not letting you talk to me. Alright, good. Elon Musk dismantles safety work at Twitter, makes employees cry. And like they're excited. Fox News is excited about this, and that always pisses me off. Basically, he's like his free speech agenda then bans people who mock him. Because he's a fucking child. And has fired people from it. But what he's getting rid of is basically like their safety council, which sounds really dorky, but what it is like it tries to prevent like hate speech from really taking root and speech about violence trying to take root. It was like a big push on Twitter, and like that doesn't sound like it sounds horrible, but it's worse for him because that safety council was meant to protect him from the FEC. And he's pretty much getting rid of it. He's dismantling it, firing the people left and right, and then bringing back on people who've been known to cause issues, like Donald Trump, Kanye West. So, this is actually a really big deal, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, are you trying to go bankrupt? Or are you just that fucking stupid? Guess what I'm guessing. Alright, I think I got one last story I had set aside. No, I have two stories. That's right, I have two more stories. Let me go ahead and pull them up right now. This is a game that caught my attention. I know nothing about it yet, but just its description catches my attention. Combining Final Fantasy and Castlevania. Okay. Okay. It's just a demo, too. That's all that's out right now is a demo. So you have a Castlevania-style game, but the feel of a Final Fantasy game. Go on. Like, no, it's like, seriously. Like, both those things are really, really interesting. I don't think it's actually made by Square Enix, for the record. Its name is Astrabilla Revision. Let me actually see if I can find it on Steam. And I do need I'll probably wishlist it. So we'll check that out real fast. Like any game that kind of is catching my attention, I always put on my wish list. Oh, it's like $25 too, so it's not even that expensive. Oh, and it's out. It's actually out. I might have to pick that up. I don't know when, but I'm gonna have to pick it up. I'm gonna put it straight on my wish list. But let's look at a gameplay demo of it. All right, I could do without the music. All right, I'll put it a little bit on. So yeah, Final Fantasy has this kind of shell shading a lot. Yeah, this is definitely a Castlevania fighting style kind of game. The monsters are very Final Fantasy. So it's a Castlevania game with the appearance of a Final Fantasy game. Okay. Alright. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling it. But there's like so many games coming out at the beginning of next month that I can't. I don't think I can afford $24 to go get it. Because they're not cheap games either. Like 2 of them are like $60 games. I think 60. I can't remember. But no, like yeah, that game, like, put it on your wish list. It was just added to mine, as you see. Like, definitely something to look at. I do recommend it. But yeah, let's go to my segment I really like doing, like sharing with you guys that are games that are on sale. So if you like see any of them that you do like, you can pick it up. You got Rainbow Six Siege, which I actually have a story to talk about that for VR, but we'll get to that in a second. Elder Scrolls Online. I played that game on launch actually. I remember playing it. I had fun for a little bit. I think I had more fun with SWTOR though, Star Wars: The Old Republic. And then you have Grand Theft Auto 5, pretty old game. Days Gone's $20. That's a good deal right there. Like Days Gone, like it does not get enough love. Like legitimately does not get as much love as it deserves. Days Gone has got the best zombie horde mechanics of any zombie game I have ever played. And on top of that, you're riding through like Oregon on a motorcycle throughout the whole game. It's just a good game. Like, does it have a couple issues that in it? Yeah, like when you're trying to do the stealth section with humans, it sucks. But a majority of the game is just really fun. Um, Daisy, I don't even know why anyone would care. Like, it's not a bad game. Don't get me wrong. Daisy's not bad, but it's more of you fighting humans 90% of the time. Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, like even. All right, I gotta go into bitch mode here, or bitching mode. Not that I'm a bitch. Or you could say bitch mode. I don't care which. Let's see here. Where is it? There's a game that I bought a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, aka Japan. So this is Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It's on sale right now by 67%. The game came out November 12th, 2012. Its normal asking price, if it wasn't on sale right now, is $60. The game is a decade old and is $60. Why? And there's like 3 successors to it already. Like, don't get me wrong. This game is fun on the zombie side. And the best part is, the worst part is, they're still asking $60 when the servers for multiplayer are down. They got rid of them. So you can't even play like half the game. The only reason you're able to do any multiplayer at all is because the zombie side is done differently. As far as I know, it might be more to it than that. You actually might not be down. You just don't have anyone on it because they're playing Call of Duty 3 or 4 or Black Ops 3, 4, 5, whatever the fuck we're on right now. And this just pisses me off. Oh my god! And you have the Call of Duty franchise for $422. And you have the Activision bundle of $373 with its normal price of $900. All right, bitch mode's over. I'm done bitching. I need to like get a soapbox image that pops up whenever I do that. Like make it its own scene. So I'm just on my soapbox mode. Sniper Elite 5. Like I'm not a fan of the Sniper Elite games, but this one apparently like a lot of people loved. Like when you sniped, it would show you like the path of the bullet through person, and people love that. Final Fantasy apparently is on sale. I don't know if I own Intergrade. I don't know. Cause like so if you bought Final Fantasy VII Remake for PlayStation 5, you're supposed to get if you bought it for 4 and then you got a PlayStation 5, you're supposed to get a free upgrade to Intergrade. And I never got it. Like I'm not able to play it, so I have no freaking clue. And then this is a good one right here. Is the Assassin's Creed games are on sale. Like you have the original one down here. Oh, is that the original one, or is that Black Flag? Oh, it's the bundle. Okay, let's pull that up actually. Not that I think I'd play it. Okay, so this is the whole bundle, and it's $98. I ain't paying for that right now. Like I spent more this month than I should have. But yeah, it gets you Unity. Oh, just every game's on sale, so you can like pick and choose out of this bundle you want. So Revelations, what the fuck is Revelations? I haven't even heard of that one. Odyssey, Origin, Freedom City. The fuck is Freedom City? I haven't heard of that one either. Like how old is that one? 3 remastered. I actually have that for PlayStation. The original Assassin's Creed, it looks like director's a cut, which all right, whatever. Like it's aged, but whatever. And then you have Black Flag Gold Edition. That could be worth it. Just like the sailing side's kind of fun. Syndicate, I heard that one tanked. Rogue, I don't know anything about, and Unity, I don't know anything about. Like the only one I've really played is Valhalla and a bit of 3. It's because I've never owned an Xbox. Like I briefly owned a 360 for like 2 months, but then when I had to go to Japan, I couldn't keep it. And the Civ franchise is on sale. That's a good deal right there. Hang on, let me go back. If you like strategy games, definitely fucking get the Civilization games. Like especially if you want to pick up like the anthology or the platinum edition. Like it's normally like $167. Its price is like I can't even look. Like it won't even show me because I own everything already. But yeah, like you can just do the tally. Like the game itself is like $5, $4, $4. It's like a bunch of $4, so you probably pay like 20, $30 for everything involving it. Ooh, Mortal Kombat 11's like $10. I don't like that genre of game anymore, but I love Mortal Kombat as a whole. This is what I picked up right here, the Doom thing. I mentioned the Doom pack being on sale. Resident Evil franchise, Borderland franchise. What's in the Dark Tide's the only one not on sale. Fallout's on sale. I wouldn't mind giving 76 another try. Star Wars. That's actually a big deal because I would recommend the Jedi Order for anybody who likes that kind of game. The Witcher, Total War, and Total War. Which ones? Gothic. I got one for you. Although I know it's not a genre you play. Total War: Three Kingdoms. I heard you like that timeline or that part in the story. Includes the Yellow Turban Rebellion. All right, I got all that out of my system. So that game does look interesting. I might pick it up and give it a try sometime. I'll give you all a report on it. I'll double space it. 12 font Times New Roman. All right, this has me excited. Like I'm hoping it's true. I don't know who Screen OD is, but this has me excited, like legitimately. David Tennant. Okay, I like David Tennant. He's cool. But Christopher Eccleston. I never thought the Ninth Doctor would be returning to Doctor Who because of his experience. And he's my favorite Doctor. But it's unfortunately an audio special, but whatever. I can deal with that. Papyrus font? God damn it. I don't want to do Papyrus font. But anyway, he's my favorite Doctor other than the War Doctor. And he's coming back for at least an audio thing. Like, I do wish it was a live action thing where you could see like a bunch of these actors together again. But it looks like it's because of the 60th anniversary and the new deal between BBC and Disney, which I'll be happy if it's just that Disney allows Doctor Who to be on their channel. But this is actually a big deal. I like Christopher Eccleston. He was my favorite Doctor. He's the reason I started watching, is because I watched the first season and and I got hooked, and then I went back and watched some of the earlier ones. All right. Let's see, was there any other articles I had set aside for y'all to see? No, just all the porn I have on my phone. All right. Okay, someone just playing Shadowbringers. Okay. I was wondering what like there was a video that had a thing on it. I was so confused. So don't forget, guys, we're getting the Project Callisto. Oh, that's a thing I should bring up. Like I'm trying to learn how to use Unreal Engine 5. Like I have it Unreal Engine 5.1. I mean, because I don't know what's gonna come up if I type. All right, cool. Because I was looking up cat tunnels and stuff like that. Apparently that's what it. Also, Papa John's. I don't know why that's there. There was a picture that was dropped. I want to see if I can find it. I might have to scroll through my Facebook to find it. Oh, here it is. Why do you got to make it so fucking small? There we go. And it looks like shit because I had to zoom in. God damn it. Let's see if I can find a better version of it. Why do you got to do this to me? All right, this should be a large image. There it is. All right, cool. Unreal Engine, real photo. Unreal Engine, un, Unreal, real photo, Unreal Engine. Real, fake, real, fake, real, fake. I don't know. Um, damn, damn. And this is going to be in a horror game. Callisto Protocol is using this for their game. Damn. Now, mind you, this is what the engine's capable of. Like, just because you're using it doesn't mean your stuff's going to look like this. You have to go out of your way and make the assets and polish the character enough to make it look this good. So, heads up if you're going to be doing any animation and stuff like that. But damn. I don't think I can say that enough. Like, goddamn. All right, I don't think I have anything else as of right now. I do have those special things, but that's going to come into the next break, after the next segment of me of gaming. I'm just scrolling through. Oh yeah, something I shared on Twitter. I got to bring up because it's just so it's poor choice. The picture says, for anybody who's just listening, imagine if you were the one stuffed for Thanksgiving dinner. PETA. This is PETA supposed to be posting. I don't know if it actually is them, but that's what it says. And then PETA's comment is, thinking about trading places with the turkey this Thanksgiving. Phrasing? Phrasing. I don't like PETA to begin with, but that has to be intentional. If it's real, it has to be intentional. Like, goddamn. Oh, this cosplay. Got to bring this up too. Like, I was scrolling through this Nico Robin cosplay. I love it. I love it. I don't, because I'm a One Piece fan to begin with. Nico Robin's not my favorite character, but she killed it. Like, she's got that. She pulled off the anime look somehow with like the way she did her makeup and her eyes. And she just killed it. Like, especially like the newer Nico Robin. I'm doing it. I do it this way because I don't trust save search. In case y'all ever wonder why I do it that way. Like, right there. Like, you cannot tell me that she did not kill. Like, she didn't just do an amazing job doing this cosplay. Like, the only thing you might throw at her is that her hair's curly and her Nico Robin's hair is straight. Like, and yes, I do know someone could say ethnicity. Fuck you. I don't care. But she's got even the curves for the role. Figure that the hell out. But yeah, I love that. I love that. She did a great job. Ugh. I love when you see those great cosplays. When you find one of those really good cosplays that, like, they may not look 100% like the character, but they capture the spirit of the character perfectly. And it's just a whole nother creature. I love it. Because like, you can make the perfect costume. You can make it look one for one accurate. But if you can't be the character, like, you can't like carry yourself like the character, it's not worth it. So that's worth mentioning. All right. Let's see. Was there anything else I really need to hit up? Close that. I don't need my history up. Social media, notifications. All right. Why is Fatalis trending? Like, I would love it if Fatalis was in Monster Hunter Rise, but all right, doesn't look like it. No, it's just that people who play Monster Hunter are like, can we get a Fatalis? All right, nothing big. Let's see here. I'm just looking for anything else I really need to throw at you guys. And the only reason I don't have like I'm not scrolling through my Twitter for you guys to see is because once again, I don't trust the people I follow to not throw up nudes randomly, and I don't want to get banned from YouTube. Yeah, nothing really special. Plus, I don't, wouldn't like the free advertisement that Twitter would get. All right. I think it's time I jump into another game. What game do I want to do? I could do easily another match of Overwatch. I could jump back into Doom, but those missions can be quite tedious and long. Like, I have fun with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't have fun with it. It's just the missions can be long. I think we'll just do a match of Overwatch. Oh, I gotta get the Blizzard thing open. I restarted my computer before stream, so a lot of the programs I usually just have running is not up. All right. I'll get to see my email address right there. I don't like that it did that. I guess this is worth mentioning. Hang on, let's bring it over. We're getting World of Warcraft Dragonflight. It comes out in a couple days. If you pre-order, you're probably already able to play it. I think they did an early access thing for people who pre-order. Which, that just means it's released. Because if you buy it before it released so you can get into the early access, you pre-ordered it. I hate that mindset. It's just wordplay. It's fucking stupid. I haven't played World of Warcraft in a very long time. I have no interest in going back. Like, I was semi-interested when they're like, hey, WoW Classic is going to be doing Wrath of the Lich King. And I'm like, I'm tempted for that. Plus, I'd be able to play with Gothic. So we're going to jump into a Overwatch match. If y'all get any story ideas you want to talk about, let me know. And don't forget, when we come back from this match of Overwatch, I'll be showing you all that treat that y'all probably enjoy. Y'all get to laugh y'all's asses off at me. Because, yes, it's something that's funny about me. Go into a competitive match, all Q, because that's the only way I know how to play. Which means I'm going to be playing healer. Which I'm okay with. Like, you can ask Gothic. Like, sometimes I get to be tank or DPS, like, randomly. But it's healer. Mind you, she's stuck doing that, too. Like, all the time. What are my challenges for today? Alright, nothing too crazy. Hey, look, I'm a healer. Let's see what the other guy chooses. Okay, Cutico. Alright. I'll go in as Brigitte for now, and then I can swap around as I need to. Because Brigitte can be a very aggressive healer, but she's not a good healer. Like, she doesn't heal continuously. She only has, like, those 3 charges. And so, because of the way I play, I can switch back and forth between the different levels of being a healer. I hope someone quits this match, because I do not like this map. Oh, well, whatever.
Stay in sight, and I'll keep you safe.
Smash that. Mole, smash all of them. This feels right. I'm smashing all the pinatas with, like, a mace. It just feels the right way to do things.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Oh, good. Somebody already got the turret, because that would have been very annoying. Shit. Shit. Don't know how I survived that. That was actually pretty good. Like, I did a lot better than I expected. Like, I wasn't doing my healing stuff, but I got rid of their Mercy, which fucked up their formation pretty quickly.
I have a new plan.
And then I was able to get Ash. I don't know who the third person I got is. I think I hit Genji once, and then someone else killed him, but it gave me the kill for some reason. Alright, our Junker Queen's down, which means we don't have an active tank. There went our McCree.
Helping you recover. Shields under
Oh, yeah, I forgot that my shield does not block that. Shit.
enemy turret ahead.
Yeah, she doesn't heal fast enough. I'm going to have to switch off her. Although I was doing good damage, I'm going to switch to Moria after this. Because we need an aggressive healer. That's not good. After I die, I'm going to switch to Moria. We got to get their Zenyatta. Also her.
Let me take care.
Where's our other healer? Kiriko's just hiding up there? What the fuck? Like, it's not a dumb thing. It's just that because of her stuff has travel time. Alright, I forgot that has a max range. Oh, I didn't forget, I just didn't care.
Enemy turret.
Damn it, alright. Gives me the ability to switch, though. Yeah, I don't like this map. But,
A sip for the parched.
one thing I've noticed about Moria players, they don't tend to do the healing version of that orb. Oh, that was dumb of me. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I was dumb. I was still getting damage out, though. Let me see what's going on. I don't want to see the execution. I know what happened. I want to see the gameplay. Alright, cool.
Evolution is a painful path to walk.
I need to be more careful. I need to actually be a healer instead of trying to be DPS right now. That's what's hurting us.
Turret up ahead.
That was good timing on that. I don't know if she did it intentionally like that, but that was amazing.
I offer something more. Receive my aid. Lending a hand.
Yeah, I don't like the Cutico being up there. Like, yeah, she's able to snipe, but the problem is her healing ability has travel time to it, and it's slow. And she can't throw another healing thing until, I don't know what happened to him. Oh, he left the game.
Turret here. Misery made manifest. Repairing your cellular makeup.
Yeah, they're down a player, so yeah, we're probably gonna win this one now. And I feel bad now because I've been on the receiving end of that too many times, where a player quits.
A taste of poison.
Who needs healing? I can't. Where's our healer? Oh, once again, she's still up on the roof. Twice, I've like almost had him dead, and then he just went back to full health. Like, my hand's not doing any damage. What the fuck? Did they just massively nerf her? Like, my ultimate was doing no damage whatsoever. I was screwed. Like, once I got behind them like that, I was screwed. But no, like, what the hell? I was using my ultimate. Dead point on somebody. Their health was not even ticking. And I don't think the Cutico can't keep up with that. Oh, hey, Bresnik is back. So they're not down a player anymore. Oh shit, if I knew she was going to be using her ultimate, I would have thrown the healing one instead. Heal, heal, heal. Damn it. And now I'm dead. Actually, that saved me. Well, now I'm dead, because I can't go anywhere. And I still got a second round of this.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
I should not be out healing a Kiriko. How did that not bounce down the hallway? Where the fuck's Kiriko? Like, my hand's doing no damage either. Look at that. What the hell? They didn't nerf her. Like, I looked at the patch notes. They did not nerf her. And when I'm not playing her, she does a lot more damage. Well, this is shit. Oh, thankfully we killed their team, so it didn't matter.
Reforming you. Homer, thanks.
I was trying to say thanks to Kiriko, because I think that was one of my challenges. Okay, we're pushing back the truck. I wish it had a beeping noise when you do that. It would be funny.
Is within my reach.
I am. Tried to save you. Damn it. I was trying to get out of there.
I've dealt with cynics before.
10 seconds.
Push them back or answer to me.
Now I'm doing damage with my fucking hand. But it doesn't seem to be fucking... Just doesn't seem to fucking matter. Like, what the hell? Like, did Lucio get a massive heal boost? Because no matter who I'm shooting at.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
I'm really pissed off the tank. The tank of all of them is saying, hey, no one's healing me. I was stuck to her ass multiple times sitting there healing her. And she's like, oh, no one's healing me. You ran from me multiple times. I don't chase people.
Another day, another battlefield.
You know what?
Can't believe we lost such
You know, it doesn't matter. Like, I can stand losing. I can honestly stand losing. I don't care. I can also stand the game being really wonky at times. But other fucking players saying, oh, you're not healing me, when I've been glued to their ass a lot of times.
I've done things I'm not proud of. Time to start making up for it.
This is gonna... I don't like this setup. Especially because they're playing Junker Queen. That's another deal. She's barely a tank. Like, her one survivability thing is her shout. Oh, and she gets health when she uses her knife to harm people. Like, you really should be playing a Reinhardt in competition. Whatever. And their Kiriko has not done shit. Oh, okay, I guess I'll be the only combatant out there. Okay. Like, you had full health when you retreated. If it wasn't for I don't believe in quitting games... Oh, did we just lose somebody? Yeah, we had a quitter.
My heart's still beating. So
Now, who was it? Who left? Wasn't our tank, surprisingly. She shot me through the wall on a couple occasions. Like, yeah, I get it, she was chasing me here. I was in the auto heal area, too! What the fuck? And... I hate how insanely accurate that damn tank is, or the turret is, too.
Enemy turret ahead.
See what happens when you mess with me. Enemy turret ahead.
They're like, oh, it's the heal diff. Because you guys aren't fucking targeting the healers. I've killed the healers more times.
That wasn't my best shot.
Switching back to Brigade, because I don't care. We're going to lose anyway. I don't care.
This builds me up.
I just don't care.
Enemy turret. Rapid.
Special delivery. Windshield. Buckling.
Shit. I don't know how that hit me, but okay.
Looking better already.
That's gonna help. Like right there, I'm sitting there wailing on their fucking Lucio, and his health never moved. His health never moved. I hit him several times with the damn mace. Health did not fucking move the whole time.
30 seconds remaining.
Keep the pressure on. We can't let up now.
Like, there's something really funky about this match. And then these assholes are like, oh, hey, you're not doing any heals. Yuck, 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 yuck. There, got rid of the fucking turrets, because no one else is targeting them and letting the turrets get free hits. There, got rid of their healers for once. I had pushed right click to put up my shield, but for some reason on my screen, on their screen, it never did it. Well, hopefully I can get in there. Nope. Yep, and of course the Bastion just rounds the fucking corner and annihilates me. At least someone's calling him out for playing Junker Queen in this match. I'm not giving anybody it.
Play of the game.
Like, no one's getting that shit. I'm exiting the desktop. Like, that pisses me off. Like, you can argue comp and all that stuff, but the person's playing Junker Queen in a competitive match, and Junker Queen is not competitive. And then you're gonna bitch about, I'm not getting heals. Yes, I was. I was glued to you. Like, I was short of me being Mercy and just having the laser attached to your ass. Like, I was healing you. Alright. Got that anger out of my system. Why is VR chat trending? Just, okay, whatever. I stopped caring. Just people selling their avatar stuff. Alright. So, I know Cool Walker knows this because he was a part of it. But, so backstory on this symbol back here, because, like, it's not tied to Coffee Over Gaming, and it's not tied to, this channel. So I actually had a channel originally called The Geek's Perspective. Was my original channel, my first channel, and all the videos are privatized except for the three I'm going to be showing you. And oh man, my arm. I need to put on my sleeve. Anyway, it's my original channel, and the videos are like 7 years old, and I haven't watched them since. And I wanted to unprivatized 3 videos that we can go over. 2 of them actually have me on camera. The third one is like a weird project I did back before I knew how to do OBS. So let's dive into it. We're gonna start with like a theory I had back in the day about Infinity War, about the second gauntlet. This is before Infinity War came out. And it's me again, doing another video like this. I'm trying to avoid doing it like this, but I'm also really behind on a lot of work on different projects, so I figured I'd knock out a quick recording about. Like you can just see the difference in how I look. The whole Avengers universe right now, actually. Not to mention like me, how it made me in the camera. 1, my really bad hair. 2, my second chin, because I'm getting fatter and I don't like that. But that's another conversation. So, right you can see a lot of like my mannerisms here. Where there's 2 Infinity Gauntlets. Now, some of you who were eagle-eyed and Ragnarok go, well, the other one was fake. There's a flaw in this. The gauntlet that Thanos uses didn't exist until the end of Avengers 2, till basically after Loki took over posing as Odin. I wish they'd done something with this plot thread. That's where the problem comes in. That gauntlet, where the dwarves are slaughtered, spoiler alert, didn't happen until Loki was posing as Odin. So there's a flaw in that. We see that gauntlet in Thor 1, which is one of the earlier movies. So where did this gauntlet come from? Well, yeah, as I said, like you can see that I'm a lot more chunkier back then. Obviously, I didn't have facial hair, and I got my poofy hair at the time. Everybody thought he was. It's possible that he had. And you can see a lot of the same mannerisms I have now. Himself at one point, or the Infinity Zones, and do that. I don't know if this one's newer or older. Oh, this is my oldest video. In this episode, we're going to be talking about. Like this is like shortly after out of the Navy, like not too long out of the Navy, so I'm a bit skinnier. I'm going to go over just a little bit of details and reason why. Like the audio shit in this video. I really like this movie. There's some things I nitpick about, but I'd have to go into spoiler mode for this one. But and you can see, I missed that coffee cup. Like I think I gave that to Gunslinging Troll. There's just so much going on. Consider the fact you've got Captain America. I think my voice is even different now. I don't know. The Hulk has so many of these characters. But yeah, like you can see like how different I am even then. This is when I was doing like more of a clean cut look, and I might go back to that if I put on enough muscle because I can't grow the beard I want. So I'm gonna give the 3 months. If I don't feel I'm ever gonna get a beard still, I'm just gonna shave it. It's just going clean shaven. And this is a weird project I was doing back in the day.
Hello, this is William Hemingway, and this is Wild Wastelands of Appalachia.
I'm hating my voice for this one, but so this is a weird project I was doing with Fallout 76, and because I didn't know how to do OBS stuff, I couldn't like make it a video. It was a slideshow. I don't regret it. It was like a fun early project, but this is like when 76 first came out, so you can guess how old that is.
For those who do not know me,
too late to hate.
I am a Vault survivor and have been spending my time exploring the wastelands and showing the world what we can expect in this area.
Like it's so fucking
Of course,
quiet.
surviving the Scorch Beasts and the Scorch and Super Mutants and everything in between as I show you the wonders of this area and showing you the particularly weird nature of it. Every now and then you might see me talk also about my sister, Ashley. This is a picture of her up there right now on your Pip-Boy if you're taking a close look. If you're just listening to the sound of my voice, she's wearing her prototype armor. She is less about showing and learning about creatures as killing them. Anywho, onward to the
and she has a super mutant surrendering in the background. It's funny.
What is going on?
It was just glitched. He was T-posing.
They are very weird creatures that we've been seeing everywhere. They're not doing anything, however, they are in the middle of doing something, which I know sounds contradictory, but if you're watching your Pip-Boy now, you'll see what I mean. Right here, they look like they're filming a cooking show. The ones on the screen look like one's a producer, another's a director, and one's actually using a camera. Now that might just be seemingly that before the Scorch Beast came through and killed everyone, that somebody was just having some fun. But if you look now, you'll see there's a teddy bear posing to be the chef, and the food is fresh. If this had been over a year just sitting here, the food should have decayed by now, but no, we have a fresh carrot just sitting there. What is going on with these teddy bears? All throughout my travels, I've seen the teddy bears everywhere. I've seen some roaming.
I can see like the early stages of like my narration style, my ability to tell a story, like even then, and like just me doing the weird projects. Like to me, this is like if you go back and watch some of Markiplier's earliest shit, and you can see the Markiplier we have now. You can see the version that we have now. Um, it's just not grown up enough, and like I feel that about my current content as well. So like it's not a bad thing. I'm not actively hating on my younger self. It actually felt refreshing to look at like where I've come from. And then we can even go back into this channel. Let me do that. Let me actually pull up this channel. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, let me come on, I want to sort by oldest to newest. Like I could do it if I pulled up from my channel, but I'm pulling it up through I don't want to scroll through it. I want to go back to my oldest. Okay, we're going to go to home. I should be able to do it through playlists now that I'm thinking of it. If I do the original Surge videos, I think I make a facial appearance in it. And yeah, that should do it. Welcome back. Here we go. Hang on. This is Jack. Let's get started. It's back when I still used the whole thing. Welcome back. This is Jack. Let's get started. That was a pre-recorded version too. I do have a lot of fun with it, but it does get on my nerves. And so I'm gonna get on. And back when I still wore headsets too, because I fucking hate headsets. My head's too fucking hard. I do have Surge 2 on my PC. This is on my PlayStation. Surge 2 is a gift from Mad Techie, but I wanted to play Surge 1. Chair. It was a comfy chair. I don't know if I need to. I'm going to anyway because there's a chainsaw sword on. You can see like my second chin forming. So let's get started. Let's go into the opening cinematic, shall we? Yeah, back when I actually used to turn off my webcam for when I was about to, like during cinematics. Like most of this video was literally just the cinematics. Like I'm sitting here like just clicking through it. It's just a 10-minute video of me just going through like the opening cinematic of the story being explained. Okay, so there's a stamina bar. Like I also didn't understand camera placement. Like I should have had it over me. Okay. I was I was self-conscious about my second chin. Let me press circle. Oh, okay, there we go. So that's like my the little. And this is before I'd ever played a Dark Souls game before. Because remember, that game is my first Souls-like. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to... Welcome back. This is Jack. Let's get started. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. That video is 2 years ago. I want to see if I can find not a recent one, but not an old one. I think the Mortal Shell one might have it. Because I don't want to just scroll through. And I didn't separate these out. Like, because I wasn't planning on doing this part. Welcome back. This is Jack. Yeah, here's where I'm really getting chunky, as you can see. Look, my fucking cheats gave it away. Okay, cheeks. Here's a game that kind of slipped past my notice while I was playing Hellpoint. Like, I actually never finished Mortal Shell. Or playing yourself. It's a lot of fun. Let's take a look at Mortal Shell. As you can guess, it's another Dark Souls. And once again, I have the camera facing downward, so like you get more of like how chunky I really am. I think this is back when I was like 270 pounds too. Hellpoint had a sci-fi side to it. So like just even looking back at this makes me feel good because of like how much I've done the opposite of growing. I've shrunk. I've lost like 20 pounds since then, and put on some muscle. So like my weight's kind of weirdly stagnant. But I feel like that was worth talking about. Like I like. It is cool to go back and look at some of these older videos and like just remember like where I've come from. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest. I actually might bring back the Geeks Perspective side, but that's meant to be a collab channel. So like the Coffee Over Gaming was also, but then I was like, screw it, I'm just doing it myself. So like there's a possibility like somewhere down the line I might bring back the Geeks Perspective if I can get like a crew built around me to actually put stuff on it. It's not going to be just me. It might be like Markiplier's Distractable, where it's like we'll drop a video on there that's a podcast, or we'll stream it to podcast. Like we'll have topics, but it's mostly just us fucking around. just talking about life experience. I'd love to get Mad Techie involved, but there's no way in hell he'd do it. Because he doesn't want to be on camera, which is fine. He doesn't have to be on camera. He can just be a voice, or a Discord thing. But he's also just like rather self-conscious about it. Like he just doesn't want to be there. Trying to think, is there anything else I really want to do? Like I could jump back into a game. I don't really have any more topics. I just kind of want y'all to see like my earliest videos. I don't know. Oddly enough, there's actually still subscribers for the Geeks Perspective, but I'm pretty confident it's just people who did it for the courtesy of it and just haven't unsubscribed or forgot they had an account with that account. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what I got for y'all. I don't think I got anything else currently. Actually, I feel like this is the opposite of self-hate because I feel like I've come very far since then. I'm hating on my past self, but you can't grow unless you cringe at your past self. Because if you look back and you're proud of who you were in the past, that means you haven't changed since then. And if it's a version that's not pleasant, then you haven't grown. I've grown since then. I'm taking better care of myself. That's one. I feel my content has gotten infinitely better. My stage presence has gotten better. My ability to speak has gotten better. I still don't like my voice, but that's whatever because I sound like Seth Rogen. I still don't have a sense of style of what do I don't look like because I wanted to be able to grow a well-trimmed beard and have braids in my hair, and I just never did any of those things. So I'm probably going to chop my hair again. I don't know if there's a part of me that doesn't want to because I know my hair will poof when I do it. But if I think I take care of my hair, Oh, you're talking about people following. Okay. Yeah, that's a self-conscious thing. Like I do admit that following just because they felt they wanted to support me and they really just didn't care about my work. Arguably, you're not wrong. Mind you, in all honesty, I've gotten used to my voice, like because I edit all the damn time my voice, so I've gotten used to it, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's see here. But no, like it was also the like thinking people subscribe just as a way of support, but they actually never watch my stuff. Like that's whatever. Like they're like, so I'm gonna be brutally honest with y'all. Like here's my 1,000,000% brutally honest. And if you disagree,
fight me, bitch.
I just wanted to push that button. Anyway, so I have a philosophy on like my growth, and I really should have a separate one for when it's just me on here. Like this, is just the background, and then I'm centered. Anyway, so I have a philosophy on like how my growth has been. My early stages, I was, and this went on for like 2 years. It was in my head that I was not going to be able to succeed and push myself if I did not have support around me. Now, it's not saying like, hey, you need to be self-sufficient. I'm saying is that I had the philosophy of I could not move forward if I did not have them actively helping me. If I did not have my friends going out of their way to watch my videos, even though they didn't care about my content, or my content was not their thing. And it paralyzed me. Because like with Coffee Over Gaming, I put off doing it for so long because I wanted other people to do those videos with me. And because of that, I was paralyzed and didn't do them until I said, fuck it, I'm doing it. And that's where I've reached that point where it's like, I'm going to do this journey. I'm going to walk this path. And if you can join me on it, cool. If not, cool. And if you start that journey yourself, I'll be helping you. But I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to worry about what everybody else is doing. I'm not going to worry about any of it. Because I've had more than a handful of friends who, because of circumstances, had to give up being a content creator completely. Like they've completely having to give up. It's not that they just currently can't do anything. It's they just don't want to do it anymore. And that's fine. But I thought, because I know Gunslinging Troll wants to come back, but his situation is he can't, he doesn't even have a computer anymore. And he's like, doesn't have much money for food even because, you know, the economy sucks right now. And it's going to get worse. Yeah, that's my train of thought on that. So like, I definitely feel I have improved, especially my mindset, that I'm not waiting for everybody else to not waiting for everybody else. I'm just pushing forward, and then if somebody else does join me, cool. If not, whatever. Like, I'm not like set to do a Saturday stream and with somebody, and if they don't show up, then the stream's canceled. No, I'll just stream by myself. I don't give a fuck. No, this is me on a good day. I do have days where like I'm still paralyzed by it, just full of self-hate and stuff. Fucking bipolarism, NCPTSD. I'm not calling out anyone specifically. Here's one person I do want to call out, but I'm not going to say their name. I'll hint at it like hell, though. Because I had one friend that I've known since the military. They were really close. I was really close to them. And they... like, I worked with them for a good bit. Like, almost all of the content they've ever done, I worked with them on. And then they just abruptly cut me out of their life. And that fucked with me because I was really close to them. I thought of them as family, and they just said, "Fuck you, I'm gone." And well, they didn't even say that; they just cut me out, and that eated too. Because I've had that so many times in my life. Like, actually, in hindsight, I look back and I'm like, that happened so many fucking times in my life, where people I thought I was really close to just up and abandon me and doesn't say a damn thing about it. Kid I grew up with, name I'm just gonna say his first name is Cash. And I grew up with him, and I thought he was my best friend. And not only did he he was one of those people who had time for me, but did not make time for me. I'm guessing I was that friend that nobody liked during that time. And about the time my grandmother passed, my mom, apparently he broke into our house and stole 2 guns and some jewelry, and I think a briefcase full of money. Not full of money. It was where one of the places my grandfather stored money was like an envelope that was usually in a briefcase. And they broke in and stole it. We got the guns back at least. But we lost a lot of family heirlooms during that time. And this was a guy who I thought of as family as well. And that's what he did. And this was during the time my mom had passed. Like, and we know for sure it was him. Like, originally we're like, there's no way it's him. We told the police as much. Yeah, there's no way it's him. But then the guy who did the driving like came forward and said, yeah, it was us. We're sorry. So we knew for sure it was him. And I almost beat the shit out of him when I was getting back from boot camp. The only thing that stopped me was just like, I saw how like messed up he was. Like the drug abuse he'd been doing had like really messed him up. He was like broke as hell. So I was like, you know what? I'm in a better place. Karma got him for me, and that's only one. Like I can tell like multiple stories of it. Just rinse and repeat, where I had friends who took advantage of me or only was friends because of the advantages they got from being my friend. 1 second. My roommate was stepping out and I wanted to remind him of something. Just leave your door open. He'll come out eventually. Another friend I had grown up with, I'm just gonna say his first name once again, was Corey. Like I literally knew him my whole life. Our moms were friends. Now, admittedly, he had a personality I could only stand for a limited duration, just because he was, in hindsight, he was narcissistic and he gaslit you like a motherfucker. Everything else was not his fault. And at one point, like an example of like how something was not his fault when it blatantly was, is he showed up at an ex-girlfriend's house with a baseball bat and threatened her, and then said it was her fault that he did it. So he was an abusive as fuck person. Now this is after I stopped being friends with him. And there's like 2 more parts of this. Like an example is like he thought, him and some of the other guys thought it was funny that when we were playing D&D, they would piss me off enough that I would just walk a couple miles, just walk home like it was nothing, because I was pissed off and just didn't want to deal with them. One of the times I was coming back, it was like a 6-mile walk. They were chasing me with the car. I'm like, no, fucking leave me alone. But they were still chasing me with the car. They were just driving through the area that they knew I had to walk to try and get me. I used several hiking trails in the middle of the night to avoid them. But they thought it was funny. They even had a nickname for it. They called it the Tot Trot. If a friend of yours is getting pissed off enough that he is willing to walk multiple miles to just get the hell away from you guys, yeah, you're not good friends. And then what finally cut him out of my life was I during my mental breakdown in 2016, his whole response was I had no food. Like I was like really low on food. I was barely making ends meet. Like I was barely keeping us in the apartment. Um, and his response is, "It's all in your head." They made fun of me for having my mental problems. Like his first part was, "It was all in your head. Get over it. Get over yourself." All this other stuff. And something snapped, and I just cut a lot of people. Started cutting people out of my life real fast, real fucking fast. I have a hair trigger for that shit now too. Like if I see you're just an abusive person who's taking advantage of me, I try to cut you out of my life real fast. Now, mind you, some people sneak past me, so have fun with that. And then I've got many more stories of like people who've done that to me throughout my life, especially in the military. So I said like I know that was like a lot of like emotional dump and stuff like that, but I'm talking about it. I really need to set up one where I'm centered because this is really bothering me. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and drag it over for right now. I'll fix it. I'll make another one later. That's not it. Um, I know this is a lot of like emotional dump, like a lot of personal stuff, but I feel like it's worth talking about because I'm not the only one who goes through this stuff. A lot of people think that they and it's a growing process. Um but I feel it's something that needs to be talked about because people go through this stuff. I'm not the only one. People have gone through worse stuff and they don't talk about it because they don't want people to think less of them. And but I feel that if you talk about it, you're willing to be open with the kind of abuse you've had to go through, it makes more people willing to talk about it and be able to deal with it and be able to fix it. Because when I have a strong philosophy of um, you have to name your demons. You have to know their name and be able to speak of them. Because um like when you hear me talk about like my self-hate, my CPTSD and bipolarism, I'm able to speak of it because I can acknowledge it's a problem I need to fix. I've had more than one person in my life say, stop fucking talking about your well, not stop fucking talking about it, but you shouldn't be talking about your self-hate. You shouldn't give it voice. I'm like, I'm giving it voice because I can recognize it's a thing and deal with it. I make jokes about it. I recognize bad qualities about myself, but say at least I'm not this, so I can improve. Like at one point I commented, at least I'm not like this fucking incel, um, to one of them, and they're like, you shouldn't joke like that. You shouldn't like make fun of yourself like that. I'm like, I'm not. I'm saying I'm better than that. Like, what the hell? Um, and there was a time where I could have easily fallen into that trap of being an incel, like being one of those people who blame women for all everything in their life. I'm not joking. I could have fallen down that route because of like, if you look at the circumstances that usually breeds those kind of people, I one for one went down that path, but I didn't go all the way. I didn't become that kind of hateful person. And oddly enough, thankfully, it's because of my own self hate. My self hate turns inward, not outward. I don't hate other people for too like I don't hold anger against people very well for too long. Instead, I just turn it inward and hate myself or get angry at myself. So oddly enough, that saved me from turning into that kind of person. Unfortunately, it destroyed me because I'm pretty sure everybody knows like it's easier to blame other people for your own mistakes than accept them. And that's how a lot of people rise to power. Like the obvious one you can go is like in Nazi Germany, Hitler rose to power because he was able to blame ethnic minorities. Say, hey, it's not your fault that your life sucks. It's because of this ethnic minority. Look how good they got it. Um, and it's not uncommon. Like you see it with Fox News, like especially that's a big one. Like conservatives do it as a whole, but I'm not going to go into that rant. If you want to look it up yourself, it's called the Southern Strategy. Get a drink of water. I'm out of coffee, unfortunately, so I'll have to drink water. But now in my life, I'm looking, like, especially looking at those videos, I'm looking at how I've improved. I'm looking at all the skills I've accumulated and kind of stuck with. I can sketch a little better now, a lot better than I used to be able to. I had trouble with stick figures and proportions with them. Now I can make reasonable pictures. I need to actually get back to drawing on stream. I might do that, especially animating. I'm actually practicing with Unreal Engine 5.1, so I might actually just start doing that on stream. Because I would love to be able to make animations, but once again, longer conversation. But I'm able to recognize the good I've been able to do with my life. I'm losing weight. I'm getting in shape. I still don't like the way I look because I'm like, I feel like I'm really fat. I don't like, I have a really big effing forehead. I don't know what the fuck to do with my hair. I can't grow a beard. I generally don't like the way I look, but I'm working on it. That's the difference between me of the past and me now is I used to just hate those things. Now I'm looking at it and going, I'm not okay with this. I'm fixing it. It goes back to like that meme of the dog in the bar where everything's on fire. Like, this is fine. That's how I was for a long time. And now I'm like, no, everything's not fine. I'm fixing this shit. And because I've put it off for so long, I'm having to do a lot of catch up, but I'm having a lot of good progress too. And I'm talking about my own journey from my mental breakdown to now because I'm hoping some of what I'm saying resonates, that you recognize that you may have gone through or maybe about to go through some of these things. I have family members who recently have started going through a mental breakdown themselves, and they're talking to me. I'm like, I literally went through exactly the same thing in 2016. I'm here. I can talk you through what I felt and did. And I think I've been able to help them. I'm not gonna say who all the people are because I don't want to put them on blast. But that's why I talk about like my mental health issues. That's why I talk about my self-hate. That's why I talk about all these problems, because I feel if you don't talk about it, once again, you can't grow from it. Cool Walker, I know you saw me in 2016. You know how bad I was. How bad, like how many times I was almost homeless. I still feel I have a debt to several people. The only good thing that came out of 2016 is, well, two things. Was it started my growth into the person I am now. That's part one. But part two, it actually is when I wrote my first book. Like during the time I had a lot of escapism, writing was one of them. Because I've written most of my life, like on again, off again, I would write stories, and I still am going to go back to it. But I'm probably going to try and turn them into animations or audiobooks by default, just because no one reads these days if they don't have pictures. Like, it sounds horrible, but that's how I feel about it. Hell, actually, that's another thing to talk about. Rolling all the way back to that, goddamn. No, I'm gonna keep writing. Fucking stop me on that. Hell, I might start writing adult literature because that would make me money too. You can't stop me. Now some of you are gonna have to wonder if I'm being serious. Like that's an actually bigger part. Like I can talk about like my first book. It's a book called The Wardens. It's sold on Amazon. It's still there. I actually look back and like it's a piece of garbage. Like the story's there, like the concept is there, but the presentation is shit. But that's because I've grown as a writer since then. At least I feel I have. And but I'm looking back on like how I felt when I published the book and no one bought it. And the few that didn't read it. My dad bought it. He was actually one of the first person who ever bought it, and I signed it for him because he wanted me to. But even he admits I've never read it. And he has no intention to. I've sent the manuscript to multiple people. Hell, it's freely published in a couple places, and very few people. There's a couple of people who read it and say, "Oh, I absolutely love this," and that gives me a boost. But let me go back to my mind space at that time when I was pissed. I felt abandoned. I felt like no one cared about me because like they didn't want to. Yeah, and no, I appreciate it because he does believe in me. He just knows that the type of story I was writing was not his thing. And he admits that. And that's why I'm okay with that. That's why I'm not mad at him for that. I've never been mad at him for that. But when I was first writing, I was sending people like the manuscript or parts of it wanting feedback, and none of them like gave me honest feedback. Like, oh, it's good. But I'm looking back on it and reading it myself. I'm like, none of you were honest with me. And I'm not mad about that either, because they didn't want to hurt my feelings, especially because it's in the middle of my mental breakdown anyway. But back then I felt like, because no one was buying my book, no one was like sharing that my book was on sale. Even when it was free on Amazon, because you could set up to make it free. No one would do any of that stuff. No one would do the support I thought that they were supposed to do, and that's part of that dependency I was talking about earlier. That's just part of the mindset I had at the time. I think I kept it under wraps a lot, but if you have that journey, you have that goal, you have that dream, you have to accept that you're not going to be able to rely on everybody else. You're going to have to do the push yourself. And if other people are willing to help you along the journey, then okay, but don't expect them to. No one, I hate to say it, no one owes you to help them. No one owes you to help them to help you. That's what I meant to say. You have friends that will help you if they can, but you can't expect them to do everything. Like you, Cool Walker, I'll admit, you did some of my early editing, and that meant the world to me. Like that meant the world to me. I wouldn't have been able to do half the things. I don't think I would have ever kept with it at all if you hadn't done that. Like legitimately. But at the same token, I had to eventually learn to do the editing myself. I had to move on because I just needed to. I think I would have been paralyzed expecting somebody else to do something for me. Now, but once again, that doesn't mean you need to be selfish. You need to be, that you can't lean on other people. It's just that you have to understand that you have to be able to stand on your own 2 feet at times. Anyway, that got a lot more emotional than I wanted it to. What the fuck is that? Okay, it was an alert on my phone I just didn't recognize, and it confused the hell out of me. Hey, Dazen. Dazin. Sorry. Dazin. Am I saying it right? Dazin? Dozen. Anyway. And I forget the kanji at the beginning. Not kanji. Kanji? I forget that. Oh, man, I'm forgetting the 3 names of the 3 different. Okay, cool. I'm forgetting like the 3 different names of the 3 different writing types in Japanese. I know that one. I just can't remember what it is. Like I haven't studied my Japanese enough lately. That's something I need to get back to. Oh, that works. Okay. Because I've had a few Japanese people join me on stream, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I wanted to at least be respectful in the name, because I've got my real last name is or my birth last name, because I really feel like I'm Jack Daedules, not my real name. It's really weird, so no one ever says it right. All right. Let's see here. I don't think I've got any other stories in the news I need to cover, unless somebody's got something they want me to bring up. Otherwise, we might flip back into Doom. We might do another Overwatch match, and y'all get to see me get pissed off. I don't feel like doing a FromSoft game right now. But yeah, putting that, I'm gonna say it's kanji. I'm probably wrong. Putting that kanji there for the smiley face is definitely a good reason to do it. I want to bring up this content creator. Like he's a much bigger content creator than me, so there's like almost no point for me to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So this is CoffeeZilla. I'm gonna put myself back in the corner. There we go. This is CoffeeZilla, and if you like informative like YouTube stuff, hit his ass up. Like he is good. He makes really good videos. Like I've been like studying a lot of like the cryptocurrency scams and stuff like that, and he's got a lot of videos on it. I really recommend taking a look at his content. Like yeah, he's like almost 1.5 million subscribers. Like I don't need to give him the shout out, but he does make good content. I do recommend it. Especially when like this is the big one, the Save the Kids story. I've even missed some of the videos in here I should have watched. But Cliff Notes on the Save the Kids one. It was a whole bunch of like influencers, especially with the FaZe clan, For those who don't know who the FaZe Clan is, it's a bunch of like Fortnite streamers and stuff like that who do a lot of other random shit. Who came forward and said, "Hey, we're gonna make a crypto coin called Save the Kids," and then as soon as it went live, they sold them. So they made a stupid profit and robbed everyone else effectively. So, so that's the Save the Kid ones in a Cliff Note. And he actually investigates this shit. Like, no joke. Like, he's not like just reporting on it. Like, he actually was tracking down who was the most likely suspects, because when it comes to these scams, these pump and dumps, no one gets arrested. No one gets fucking arrested usually, or at least not for the pump and dump. So that's something to talk about right there, because I can talk about the law and order side of that. Tempting him to get a break just so I can fill up my cup of coffee. I don't know, but no, like, so that's like one of the common problems we're seeing in cryptocurrency. Like, it happens over and over and over again. Where I'm just gonna leave this up, and y'all can see who I follow down there. You'll see, like, this is a tech thing, so I feel I have to talk about it. You'll see people who make these coins, and big influencers are involved in them. That's the part that really gets me. But they'll like Jake Paul, I think, is one of them. But they'll make a cryptocurrency or an NFT, and they're like, "Hey, this is the big thing. You should get involved." And then as soon as it goes live, they sell everything they had. So it floods the market, dropping its price to nothing, and they got to keep everything that went up. And that's happening a lot. Like, let's see if I can. There's a specific one I could point out. Once again, this guy does great videos, so I might have to do a let's react on that. On like the one I'm thinking of, because I've watched a lot of his stuff recently, like listening into the background of it. Oh, here's one. This is an NFT one, not crypto. Him and his brother have been just doing this back and forth.
Jake Paul was caught again promoting a scam, and someone's going to jail. Unfortunately, it's not Jake Paul. Take it back! However, it is a case we've done in the past. We called this way ahead of time, and I'm happy to say we're adding another name to the Hall of Shame.
Let me talk about that. Like, I'm not saying your opinion's invalid. I'm not going to say your opinion's invalid. There is a point behind it. You are right. However, the common people who are hit by these scams are younger kids. Like, I'm going to say, like, between 19 and 20, they fall for it. So, is crypto a thing? Can it be a legitimate thing? Yes. But I'm also going to point out the other side of the spectrum. So, I worked at Best Buy Geek Squad for a good minute, okay? I worked there for a good minute. I was really good at my job. I think I was really, really good at my job. In fact, I think I was one of the top agents on that coast. It was on the East Coast at the time. Anyway, and there was like two things I was really big, like was my big selling point. Not only because I could talk about and be social about everything, but was the fact that I could teach anything. And because I was so relatable to people, you don't know how many older people I had to stop from being scammed by people who had hacked into their computer. So if you're like, this is just my way of rationalizing it, and you can keep your opinion. I'm not judging you for it. I'm legitimately not. If you feel that the people who fell for this scam deserve it, then you feel that the old 60-year-old woman who fell for a hacker scam also deserved it. And I can't stomach that. I just can't agree with it. Because I've spent hours teaching the difference between left click and right click, shit like that. But these people came in to learn because they wanted to improve themselves. So I can't judge them for it, especially when they fall for that kind of stuff. But then you're entitled to that. I just happen to disagree. So no judgment from me. I just disagree.
Scammers have been arrested after being exposed on CoffeeZilla. So stay tuned for that. But
yeah, as I was saying, CoffeeZilla does a great
job promoting an NFT scam to fans.
So when they do the dump I was talking about, it's called a rug pull.
Since
he's in this corner, I'm going to switch myself real fast. But as I'm saying, like, I don't judge you for that. I just disagree. That's it. since he's in that corner.
Dollars. And look, I know, feels like Groundhog Day at this point, talking about Jake Paul and scams. I mean, if you want to describe Jake Paul to somebody, you say
because the Paul
he's
brothers
an
are nothing but
influencer
scams.
maybe first, and then you might like. I was thinking about this.
Like,
you'd have to say
who likes these guys? Like, seriously, like I'm like, I know I keep stopping this video even before he starts talking about the scam, but who likes the Paul brothers? Like, what do they have that makes them like them? Like, you have them doing the whole boxing thing, and he was a famous influencer before that. What about them makes them popular? They have stupid amount of money they just flaunt all over the place, but what about them makes people like them? And that's not even the worst one. There was another influencer who like had a hot mic moment where he like admitted it was a scam that he was trying to push. And like his whole thing's like him randomly barking at the camera or something like that. I don't even know.
Scammer second, boxer third. He technically has scammed more times than he's boxed professionally in his life. So I don't know if he considers himself a professional boxer, but if he does, he's definitely a professional scammer.
Off topic completely. So fucking jealous of CoffeeZilla, because yeah, he's using a green screen and that's just a backdrop. I wish I had like the resources to make that, and also just have like a legitimate green screen, because I'm just using the okay, I like, but he's just a fucking douche. Like, I like Markiplier because he's legitimately a good person. I like Jacksepticeye because he's a good person. Now, I don't always like his content. Okay, I guess. The same reason people like Andrew Tate, I guess. And he's a fuckhead. Like, if I could punch him in the face, I would. He kicked my ass because he's a former professional kickboxer, like champion. But I'd want to punch him in the face once. I don't like that guy. I've spoken why I don't like him. I'll rant about that later if I need to.
So, look, I get it. It's exhausting because we just keep catching him and he keeps getting away with it, sort of, right? Just to briefly go over it, we've talked about stick dicks.
So real fast, you have these guys who have been known to scam repeatedly, but they don't lose followers. Why? Like, why? You see this guy constantly robbing his own followers, but people still support him. No, there's no warning, stop following this fuckhead.
Bored Bunny, Apes in Space, Safe Moon, Yummy, MILF Coin, Sad Boys, all of these scams or rug pulls or some kind of worthless coin. And this is how I know it's getting to be too much for everybody. That last project, Sad Boys, isn't even real. I made it up on the spot, and probably 90% of you didn't notice because it's just as stupid as all the others. It just fits right in. So I guess I want to explain real quick, why are...
You know how you could tell Sad Boys wasn't a real one? Because it's not a name they would use. Like, think of three of them. You have MILF Token, Stick Dicks, and I forget the last one. But it's just like oh, his brother has Dink Doink. No, you're right. Like, if you want to go into like writing lore, like people like Sephiroth, because he's even the villain, kills Aerith right in front of you, but people really like him. People like the anti-hero kind of guy, but no, but you're like 100% right. No, you're 100% right on that. It's just, I figure like after he's been robbing his followers for so long, they'd eventually just say, fuck him.
Are we covering this? Well, I know it's easy to get jaded about the fact that these people very rarely face consequences for their...
One other reason to not like CoffeeZilla, he can grow a fucking beard. Yeah, I can get that. Like the people who are cryptocurrency like nutheads, like I can kind of agree with you on that. Them falling for it repeatedly, I can agree with you on that. Dazine, I can kind of agree with you. I still don't like it, but I can kind of see where you're coming from on that, definitely. Because I'll admit, I've bought cryptocurrency in the past. I bought Dogecoin like early in its life cycle, but then when Elon Musk started saying like I'm gonna start getting into Dogecoin, I'm like, I'm out. It's a meme token. It's a joke token. If someone in power starts buying it, it's going to collapse. So I left. I did make some money out of that. I will say, mind you, I'm not a financial advisor. None of the things I'm saying are financial advice. If you want to get into crypto, go ahead. I do have an idea how crypto could be saved, but I don't have the money, influence, infrastructure, or desire, or my brain's broken, so I can't even do it, to do it. So I think I've talked about I talked about it on a stream like 4 streams back or something. I don't know, like a long time ago.
Actions or scams. And that's why actually I want to cover it. I will cover Jake Paul. You know, if you're gonna promote scams, I will expose you until something happens.
And as a side benefit, you're talking about Jake Paul, so you're gonna get like hits on your like search algorithm stuff because he's someone who is searched for.
So until something happens, basically, I don't care what, until he gets a slap on the wrist, something, we're going to keep covering it, even though I know we've been here before.
I need to mute
so
my
today,
mic.
the scam we're talking about is Animoon. He was caught promoting this. It's a Pokemon knockoff. It's just like stealing money from people who are fans of Pokemon. Anyway, here's the promotion.
Sad part is I can see this actually working if they weren't fucking stupid about it. Like if it wasn't scammy about it. I'll explain after this part.
Animoon team, it's great to be a part of this project. I love the designs inspired by Pokemon, the whole 9 yards. Me, personally, I'm going to try to get a legendary during the public mint. But y'all better not miss this.
All right, so he says 2 things there that are really important. One, he's part of the project, which I think is really interesting. He's not saying I'm promoting it. He's saying I'm part of it. And 2, he says it's inspired by Pokemon. Now, this project is inspired by Pokemon the way the new Ghostbusters is inspired by the old Ghostbusters. It's
one thing real fast about that. I actually didn't hate that Ghostbusters, for the record. I feel a couple of the actresses like stole the show. I do feel I need to bring that up. But 2, well, actually, I was going to wait until after this, so hang on.
It's actually just a copy that's worse. Here's the NFTs in question, Animoon NFTs. They just recolored the starter Pokemon, okay? Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Pikachu. They actually...
I think he just outed himself about how much of a geek he is. If you believe in the whole afterlife thing, I'm not going to go into that because that's like a religious conversation. I don't mind talking. I'll talk religious stuff, but there's actually one rant I'd love to do, and I'll probably piss people off, but I don't care. Anyway, let's let this roll a little bit.
Added Supreme jerseys to these Pokemon. Others have visors or masks on. It just looks so.
What's with the whole pacifier thing? Oh, okay. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Okay, yeah, that. No, he wasn't. He actually, if you look, he actually showed, in regards to the Ghostbusters, he actually showed the, hang on.
Pokemon the way the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's the female one. It's the female cast one that he shows right here. All right, now I gotta find where it was.
Actually be wondering, who falls for this? You know, I know Jake Paul is like the sleaziest influencer promoter of all time. And so like, who is actually buying this? And that's where it gets interesting.
Because Afterlife wasn't
bad.
One of the
promises of this NFT, of the legendary NFTs, was that they were going to generate revenue every month, $2,500 every month. It says right here on their website, which has now been deleted, 15 cards are legendary cards that will be automatically generating $2,500 every month for life to their owners. Sort of a Yang Gang style UBI if you get this 15 out of like.
So like the whole thing with NFTs is like you can track things getting passed on to different owners and stuff like that. So if like you're the artist who created it, you can sell your artwork, and then every time it gets resold, you get a little kickback from it. That's the whole NFT thing. It's really stupid. I don't like it, but whatever. Not my thing. You could, in theory, use it to some degree. Like, I can imagine, like, a Pokemon game that had an NFT side to it. And I shouldn't be saying this because they'll do it then. But imagine, like, each Pokemon that you catch is an NFT. So, like, they're effectively valueless. But when you trade them, you'd be able to see that Pokemon you raised and its journey to other trainers. Or something like that. It would be really weird, but I wouldn't like it, but it's a thought.
10,000 card. And so you can see why people thought it was a good investment. After all, it only cost about $600 to mint each card. And if you got one of these legendaries, you were kind of set for life. $2,500 a month is no joke. And so you can see why a lot of people wanted to gamble and maybe try to figure out if they could find one, right? Get one by luck. It's sort of like a lottery ticket or something. Except, of course, this was a scam because the founders never went through with it. This is despite the fact they claim that they have a signed NDA with Pokemon. They say that here, they say they take a percentage of the royalties, but when people asked for proof, there was, of course, none, which just makes it even weirder when Jake Paul says they were inspired by Pokemon. And then the project claims, well,
stand by for a minute because it's going to get really bad. Like, you want to see the actual NFTs they were using for this? You'll be like, what the fuck?
they're actually collaborating with Pokemon, and then Pokemon's has nothing to do with it. Make no mistake, this was a rug pull. They promised the world, they promised Pokemon partnerships, and it was all a lie, and it ended up raking in $6.3 million scam.
Not a bad afternoon of work. Like, you scam your followers by saying, like, hey, I'm going to be doing this Pokemon thing. You can get involved, and in theory, you can make $2,500 a month for the rest of your life, or as long as this project lasts, whatever. And then, because he sells out on the minute of, he made him and all the other people made $6.3 million. Million with an M, not B, M. It's not that high, but goddamn, like, that's just greedy as fuck. You might be ruining people. Yes, like, they fell for it. They should have seen it, but not everybody understands, like, how this stuff works. And that's probably their own fault, because you can argue ignorance. But just because somebody fell for it, I just can't accept evil getting away with that. And I know it's kind of a stretch calling it evil, but I feel stealing like that is evil to me.
Scammed from investors. So that's the story there. And at this point, you have to wonder, with such a legacy of promoting scam projects, at what point is someone going to step in and really kind of crack down on this? I know that's what I was thinking. And so it's what brought me to my second story today, which is of somebody who got arrested after thinking he...
It's not showing the one I was thinking of, because there's one of them where, like, the Pokemon that were in it, they ended up like stock images that were slightly tweaked. Like, one of them was like an elephant with like butterfly wings. So yeah, like I'm not gonna say all of crypto's a scam. Like, I do see like potential within it, but it needs like specific infrastructure. But it's falling apart right now. Like, the only thing holding it together right now is, I forget the name of it, but it's the largest exchange for crypto. Fair point. But Nintendo would probably be held to a higher standard, I'd say. For those who are Coinbase? No, they're called something else. I forget what. Hang on. I'll pull up the article on it. Binance. Their name is Binance, and they're also the reason that the other one collapsed. I'm probably gonna be talking for a minute, so I'll just put myself back in the center. Whee! Because I hate being on the side when there's nothing behind me. So FTX collapsed because Binance pulled a smart one on them, and FTX was a scam anyway. But what quick explanation on that: FTX did not have the money for the rush of people trying to buy out, because FTX devalued the currency they were using by selling all their stock, so flooding the market. So all of a sudden, FTX didn't have the money. When a whole bunch of people tried to pull their money out, they just collapsed. And then it also revealed to be a scam that the owner was like just pilfering out all the money. So anyway, Binance just infused like $1 billion into the crypto market. I forget how I didn't read how they did it. Let me actually pull that article up and we'll look at it together. This article is only saying 140, but I saw another one that said 1 billion. So like, we'll just say 140 for now, because that number is easier to deal with. Crypto investment firm. Oh, that's DCG, not the one I'm looking for. Go to hell, you. Where is it? I am not finding it. Like I saw it somewhere and I can't find it, but they've infused like $1 billion into the market trying to prevent it from collapsing because crypto is just collapsing. Hang on. Let's see if I can get a graph. I like graphs. But yeah, you can see like Bitcoin is down from a long time ago. Like if let's see if I can I do it this way? This will make it easier. I'll do it later. I don't want an account. All right, going back to this. Let's see. Let's go to Bitcoin. We'll do Bitcoin because Bitcoin's like one of the earliest ones. This is this is just the day. Let's go 1 year. Look at that. This is crypto. Bitcoin, one of the earliest ones, and it was like the most valued. Like at its peak, a single one was worth like $53,000. Like this is just a year ago. Let's go to all. It's at its peak, which was which is actually early 2020, end of 2021, was $61,000 for a single coin. And then you go to now, like it's starting to return a bit, but you go to it now, it's like at 16. That's a stupid amount. Let's do the math on that. So we'll do 61,000. Sorry, I'm doing it backwards. 20. I did it backwards. Either way, the reverse of that. So like 75% ish. It's like 74%. 74% of its value gone. Is just gone. If you go to its lowest point, is like 16.3. Like that's how far it fell down. Its height of today was yeah, it's lost a lot of money. And that's the largest one. Ethereum is the next one. Ethereum, this is the fucked up part, was supposed to be like Ethereum and Tether are supposed to be the two that are like the most stable coins. Like they're the ones that are commonly used for actually trading. And you could look at their market cap, which I can't explain market cap very well, so don't ask. It's currently trading at 1.2. Let's go back. Let's go 3 months because 3 months. Yeah. Look at this boom bust it's got going, and it's just going down. Like it went back up, but at its peak, let's go back a year. At its highest point, we'll have to go to year all. At its highest point, it was $4,000, like almost $5,000, and now it's down to. I need to put myself back in the corner because I got something up now. Anyway, it's almost $5,000, and now it's down to $1.5,000. It's currently at it's up here, 1.1, almost 1.2. So, yeah. So yeah, you get the point that the crypto market is crashing. FTX didn't help. It's because there's no real infrastructure about it, and I'm pretty sure I can find the. I doubt I can find like the save the coin example. But yeah, the crypto market is crashing, and because it doesn't have actual real infrastructure, it doesn't have real support, even by its own people. If you try to criticize it and try to fix it, they scream at you, "FUD, FUD," which is fear, uncertainty, and denial. Which is they use it like a chant, like a spell to ward you off. I think I had something else I was going to bring up. This one's probably a little more political. Oh no, it does teeter on the religious side. All right, if you want me not to do this rant, it does involve religious stuff. Like it's not me criticizing religion itself, but but a group of people who practice religion, and I don't like it. All right, I'm going to be using no rant. All right, not ranting. The cliff note, like I'll give you the abridged version then, so I don't do the full rant. You have a lot of these like pastures, like these Christian pastures, No, I'll just do the abridged version. These Christian pastors, actively trying to. They're talking about how God wants a civil war, God this, and they're like saying all these violent things, these dangerous things, and they don't pay taxes. There's actually a rule that churches are not supposed to talk politically. They're not allowed to be political. Otherwise, they have to pay taxes. And these pastors are like, "You need to vote Trump," and they're doing all this stuff and being very violent with some of the things they're saying, and no one's doing anything about it. Like, there's been actually a couple churches who have lost it, but that's because people had to mass report them to do it. I was gonna play some video of that, like the examples. I'd have to use TYT or sorry, the damage reports video, because I don't know where they found the original version. I just want to see if I can actually find it. Let's see here. Hang on, let me just do a search. Nope. Nope. All right, I'm not finding it that way, unless I haven't scrolled down enough, which is possible. But that's something that actually bothers the hell out of me. You have these people who like use their faith to effectively incite violence, and that pisses me off. So, and if you're religious, that's fine. I don't care. I honestly don't care. But it crosses the line where you're inciting violence. You're using your religion to beat other people over the head. That bothers me. And then we had the shooting and stuff, Colorado Springs shooting. This shit's exhausting. It really is. Is it dark out? Okay. What time is it? Okay, 2:52. So I'll still have time to go work out. Well, active rest day. I think I need to do leg day anyway. I don't think I got anything else I really need to rant on. I was gonna stop, but then I had that cryptocurrency thing pop in my head. Oh, I do have one thing I want to bring up because it was a really cool picture. I don't know who the original artist is or whatever you want to call it, but it's a really good picture. There it is. I had to go through one of the chats that I had found it. There you go. Somebody did a cyberpunk Mercy. I really like this, and you can see their name down there, Studio Aberration. This is really cool. Like, you can actually see this character kind of in the Cyberpunk 2077 game. Oh, let me shrink myself. I like that. I legitimately like that. That is really cool. Like, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I like it. Mind you can argue they didn't do that too much. They made her outfit look dirty. They gave her like the implant line across the nose, and that's about it. But it's a really polished picture, and I do enjoy it. Actually, if you also look at that just maybe a glove, but either way, I do like that. It's pretty good. I'd be embarrassed if like my mic had been muted that whole time. It's aight. Well, you are a connoisseur of cyberpunk, Cool Walker, for the record. For the record. All right. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. I did my stream stories that I was going to cover. That was a big deal to me. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. I don't feel like jumping into another game. So I'm thinking I'm going to wind this one down. Plus, I wanted to go for a walk. So going forward, you probably won't see me wear my tank tops because I'm going to try to cover like how much progress I've gotten. We'll just do a big reveal of it in like 3 months. I got my coffee over gaming videos coming out. Don't forget to hit that up. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. I love conversations. So if you got stories you want me to talk about, drop them in chat. I'll take a look. I think y'all can drop them in chat. I don't know. And if you know me on Discord, you can just throw them that way. Which I should probably check Discord, because when I'm streaming, it's muted. I got a couple of animations I want to work on this weekend. Because then after this weekend, Monday's when I'm gonna start like doing the dead sprint on working out for 3 months and just like see my progress. So this weekend I'm gonna try and get some animations done. So you might see some new ones, new things I'm dropping. We'll see. But I appreciate everybody being here. You know the usual spiel, the YouTube stuff. I already said half of them. I just want to push this button again.
Fight me, bitch.
I like that anime. It's like really good. No coffee for me? No, yeah, my coffee's empty right now, and I'm a little upset by that. Also, hi Pepe. Hope you're doing all right. I really want to play a monk one day, who like a monk or a cleric, who is like a demon hunter or ghost hunter, and they misunderstood the term exorcising a demon. So they just like go up to him like, all right, Beelzebub, we need to work on those glutes. All right, let's do those lunges. The demon's just like, the fuck? Just goes with it, I guess. Like, for some reason, the character's got a charisma and just pulls it off and seems like, all right, I guess we're working out. Sorry, I thought that was funny as hell. All right. But yeah, if you got any story things you want me to hit up on Monday stream, feel free to drop them at me. Throw them in the comment section. Send them to me in Discord. Like, I do need to set up a Discord that's for like the community of like me streaming and stuff, not just like the Geeks Perspective channel. Just for exactly this, so people can bring stories to my attention to talk about, or just content that y'all want me to do. Yeah, exactly. Especially the big poofy hair. I forget his name, but all right. Yeah, I got none for you. Class dismissed, I guess. I think that when I finish a rant, I need to start calling it like class dismissed or something. I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate y'all being here. I'll see you on the next one.